Carrier Dealers, Lakeland University, Z-Bar,
Canton, we're tied!
Cannon and Dumphy, Loyal Family Renovations, Tsunami Express Car Wash, Steam Fitters Local 601, Big Fish Contracting, SVA, a professional services company, WeatherTight, and Network Health on the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
At Prevea, we do things differently because we're led by doctors who specialize in you. How do we do it? Let's hear from the doctors, just like me, who practice at Prevea.
At Prevea Health, our patients are treated like people.
Not some quota. We're led by doctors.
Not by numbers.
That's why before we ever listen to your chest,
We always listen to you.
Prevea Health, doctor-led, specializing in you.
Are you an HVAC service tech with 5 years or more of experience? Ready to take your career to the next level? Steam Fitters Local 601 offers customized training programs designed to help you advance, earn higher pay, and enjoy better benefits. With a clear path to success, you'll get the skills you need for a brighter future. Don't wait. Contact Steam Fitters Local 601 today and start your journey toward a rewarding career with more opportunities. Visit steam601.org to learn more. Steam Fitters Local 601, keepers of the craft, powering Wisconsin.
4.
You've got to work on that swing, Jack.
Well, I get time now that the business is running efficiently.
Oh, yeah? How'd you make that happen?
SVA. They showed me how to analyze my financial statements to increase revenue and profit margins and control expenses. The value of the business has never been higher. And now I've got more time to work on my golf game.
Nice. Maybe make time for lessons, too.
At SVA Certified Public Accountants, we pride ourselves in providing business owners with measurable results. Visit sva.com/golf to learn more.
Do you guys want to go camping this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're going to have to help pack because your dad and I still have some work to do.
What do you need us to do?
Gather up supplies like sunscreen, insect repellent.
Ice cream. We'll need Cedar Crest ice cream.
Well, you're in luck, Arlo. Your dad has one of those coolers that holds ice cream for 48 hours.
S'mores with ice cream.
How about Cedar Crest Campfire S'mores ice cream?
Yeah, we'll need lots of spoons.
Indoors or out, anytime is a great time for Cedar Crest.
Covering the Crew all season long on WTMJ, it's Brewers Extra Innings. Now live from American Family Field, here's your host, Dominic Cotroneo.
And that, my friends, is a winning streak. Brewers get 3 in a row, going for the sweep tomorrow. It's a series winner for the first time in 4 series for the Crew. They take today 5-2 over the Orioles. All right. Now there's some things we can nitpick, but a win is a win. They get the job done. I'm Dom Cotroneo, 855-616-1620. 855-616-1620 is the phone number. Bright and early tomorrow, going for a sweep at noon. But we'll recap this one first as the Brewers get the win, and they use the long ball in this one. Let's get to the highlights.
Ready for this?
Out of here!
This?
One of the catches of the year!
And this?
It is gone!
Time for tonight's highlights.
Game 2, Brewers and Orioles, and this starts a long streak of Brewers rookies starting on the mound. Logan Henderson trying to make some history, though. No Brewer has ever started each of the first 3 games with a victory. So he gets the ball going up against an opener and then the bulk man, Chase McDermott, for the Orioles. And it started out well for Logan. Struck out 2 of the first 3 batters that he faced, and he was rolling in his first few frames. Then in the bottom of the 3rd inning, the Brewers' offense had a couple of walks, but no hits yet, and the first hit was a loud one, and he knew it off the bat.
3-1 coming. Hit in the air, deep in the left center field. Mullins is going back, watching it fly. It is up and out of here. Bryce Terang into the Brewers' bullpen. First run of the night. It's a long ball from Terang. 1-0 Crew. It's the 4th of the year for Bryce.
Josh Mauer on the call. He leaned back on it. He knew it instantly. So the Brewers get out in front in this one. In the 4th inning, Logan Henderson takes that lead and gets to work against the top of the order.
Henderson's 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Oh, he threw his first cutter of the night. Adley hadn't seen that one. And it fooled him on the outside edge. Struck him out. Rutschman and Holiday, the top 2 on the lineup card for the Orioles, are 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
In the bottom of the 4th inning, a bloop gift double for Rhys Hoskins on a ball that was misplayed in right center field by Ramon Laureano. then led to a base runner on with one out for Sal Frelick.
1-0 Crew, the 1-0. Drilled deep to right field, and this one, you can kiss it goodbye, second deck. Well, near miss 2 innings ago. No mistake that time for Sal Frelick. 2-run home run. Brewers have gone deep twice against McDermott. Lead the game 3-0 in the fourth. Number 3 for Frelick in 25.
And when we say this looked eerily similar to Game 3 of the Wild Card Series last year, we have the numbers to prove it. More on that later. But Sal goes yard. The Brewers in front by a 3-0 score. In the fifth, Logan Henderson is running up against a pitch count. He hasn't gone this far as a big leaguer before. There are 2 men aboard. He's got 1 strikeout of the inning. He's facing the top of the order for a 3rd time. And as you heard Josh mention, he's done really well against those 2 guys, Holiday and Rutschman. Got some help from his defense this time.
1-2. Hit the other way down the left field line. Long run for Collins. Chasing, goes into a slide, and he made the catch, and the inning is over. He was in fair territory. There's not a lot of foul ground down that left field line. Collins went into a slide and slid up against the wall. He made the catch in fair territory, and Henderson gets tough and puts up yet another 0 on the scoreboard in the top of the 5th.
It was huge for him. He left with the lead. He got a little spicy in the 7th inning. A couple of runs scored for the Orioles with 2 outs, a 2-strike, 2-out single by Ramon Urias off Yoel Payamps, and then a triple off the very top of the wall by Jackson Holiday made this a 1-run game. In the 8th, the Brewers needed some insurance against La Montaña, the mountain. Felix Bautista call on the veteran, the pillar, Rhys Hoskins.
3-2 pitch. Fly ball, right center field, hit pretty well. Back to the wall, it is gone! Rhys Hoskins with some insurance in the 8th. Hoskins' 6th home run of the season. He got a sinker at 96 up and away. He went with that pitch and sent it out to right center. And it is 4-2 Brewers.
2-hit night for Rhys. Lane Grindle on the call. The Brewers would add another thanks to an error by Jackson Holiday trying to do a little too much on a play from Joey Ortiz. So the Brewers lead 5-2. Abner Uribe has to pitch for a 3rd consecutive game. He gets a strikeout looking to Cedric Mullins at 100. He gets Heston Kjerstad to swing and miss at a slider for out number 2. Gets quickly ahead of Urias 0-2 and finishes the job.
Abner, the 0-2 pitch. Did he go? They appeal to first. He did! Offered at the slider off the plate. And Abner Uribe strikes out the side in a 1-2-3 9th inning and collects his first save of the year as the Brewers have won 3 in a row. And they have won this series from the Orioles with a 5-2 victory here tonight in Milwaukee.
All right, they've done their job. They've taken the series. Now let's get greedy and get a sweep tomorrow. But first, let's break down this victory with Jerry Augustine coming up next on your home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Over 60 years in business, with over 60 vehicles out in the field so we can respond ultra quickly to your emergency AC needs. When you call Quality for emergency AC service, you can count on a swift response to get the job done right away. So if the heat's got you to the point where it's just too hot to handle, call Quality and we'll get you the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. When you need commercial or residential plumbing service, you need it now. Call Quality. We have over a 60-year track record of taking care of people. And with over 60 vehicles ready to respond to your needs, we'll be there in a hurry, so you won't have to worry. This is Anthony Zaneski. For commercial or residential plumbing service, call Quality and get the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Loziga for Comfort Awnings. You've heard me talk about the wonderful retractable awning the team at Comfort Awnings installed at my home. Well, spring is here, and it's the perfect time for you to get an awning installed on your porch, deck, or patio just in time for the beautiful weather. Comfort Awnings is a local family-owned company in Burlington that provides expert installation in southeast Wisconsin and northern Illinois. Right now, you can receive $150 off your purchase. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com to learn more.
We did the math. When you buy bagged mulch from the big guys, you pay $50 a yard. Why pay more for inferior mulch? When you buy from Erickson's, you'll get premium mulch for almost half the cost. And you'll see that even our economy mulch is better, for less than half the cost of bag mulch. And either choice is made with premium colorant that lasts longer. Erickson's Landscape Supply, high-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. Do you want the economy mulch or the premium? The only real difference is that the premium mulch has thicker strands, while the economy mulch is finer. But the colorant we use for both is of the highest quality, and that's why the color of our mulch lasts longer. And our mulch comes from trees, not pallets, and we process it all in-house. That's why our prices are so low. Erickson's Landscape Supply, high-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Brewers win, Brewers win, Brewers win. 5-2, that's 3 in a row. Welcome back. Brewers Extra Innings, 855-616-1620. Again, 855-616-1620. Hey, Milwaukee, if you're looking for a commercial banking value that only Fifth Third can deliver, make sure you can find a banking partner that truly understands your business needs with Fifth Third Bank. They have a local team right here in Milwaukee. They hit it out of the park every time. For 15 years, they've been serving our community with industry-specific expertise and local decision-making that helps your business thrive. Experience a unique commercial banking value that only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC. Jerry Augustine, I got to start with the pitcher since you're on the show today, because Logan Henderson did something that no other Brewer had ever done and win each of his first 3 starts. On top of that, he's only the 10th pitcher ever to have at least 7 strikeouts in each of his first 3 starts. That's regardless of a Brewer or anybody in Major League Baseball. Some really, really rare air for Logan Henderson, and we are already seeing the makings of a dynamic, everyone headline-making changeup that Henderson possesses.
It is, and it's one of his big pitches. He's so interesting to watch because how he goes about it. We looked at what he pitched tonight. He pitched 5 innings. He did have 90 pitches in the 5 innings, but he's the type of guy who plays with the strike zone. He battles with his fastball on the outskirts of the strike zone, tries to expand the strike zone, and when he gets that fastball over, that changeup is really effective. And I don't think he threw a slider until like the 3rd inning tonight, where he struck the guy out. But I tell you, tonight, going up, using the fastball, locating the fastball real well, using the off-speed stuff effectively. And what do good pitchers do? They expand the strike zone, and he gets ahead with that fastball. It just makes that changeup that much better. And that great command he has on that pitch has just been pretty special for him.
With the way that this game started for Logan in particular, and the top of this order is really good for the Baltimore Orioles, okay? And I don't want to, try to bag on them because they just lost their 8th consecutive game. They've already fired their manager. Mike Elias talked to the media for the first time today since firing Brandon Hyde. But I got to get something off my chest here, Augie. The fact that a guy that comes in and throws virtually 50-50 fastball changeup and came in today and in the first inning against the Orioles induced 8 swings and misses in the first inning against that top 3 of Holiday, Rutschman, and Henderson. I don't know if everybody decided not to read the scouting report or if Henderson's changeup was that good. I will stick with the latter. I'll say Henderson's changeup was that good because 8 swings and misses in 1 inning, that is freakish stuff.
That just means you're just dominating with your stuff, The one thing that I've seen when Henderson come in the game and the way he's tried to start the game, he really likes to get aggressive right from the start. And aggressiveness is, what do? You command your fastball and you use your second-best pitch to get people out. And that's what he did. He got in the game and got ahead with the fastball, was able to show the changeup. And I'll tell you what, once he was getting that changeup over to good locations, the Baltimore hitters couldn't adjust to it. And that's what makes him so good. He's being able to change his speed, not only that he throws it for strikes, but he locates it well. And boy, as he goes along, you see that fastball, you see it in good spots in the strike zone. Now he locates that changeup. Now you can expand the strike zone. I'll tell you, I think he's done a great job. Starts in the strike zone, expands it as he goes along. I tell you what, when you can do that with 2 pitches and then break in the 3rd pitch or 4th pitch that you have, down in the third, fourth inning, that's pretty special.
I mean, he can still. There were a few changeups that I thought, kind of fluttered on him, got away with, and maybe, again, with respect to the Orioles, against a better opponent, are going to get punished. And I think about it with Henderson, because if you're a 50-50 guy, the development of the cutter and the slider are going to be important for him. I'm not saying he suddenly needs to throw it 33% of the time, but just having something else to rely on to go with the changeup, because there were a few moments where the changeup escaped him. He was able to get back on track with the fastball, but this is the big leagues, and teams can get more data on you, can get more visualization on you, and understand, okay, this is how the changeup dances, this is how he likes to use it, force him to beat you with the fastball or whatever it may be. But to see him get a couple of swings and misses on the cutter and on the slider, I think is important because of that development we're talking about. If he's going to stick around, and Pat Murphy has said as such, he is making this decision extremely difficult, given they have arms on the way back like Savali and like Woodruff. If Henderson, he's probably got one more in him, hopefully. It's going to be a decision where, man, if he does it again, how could you tell this kid to go back to AAA?
You just can't. I mean, he's just throwing the ball so well. But, I think you look at the mental side of it. We've talked so much about how well he's got the great fastball and he uses his changeup. He's, like you said, he is going to have that cutter. He's going to have that breaking ball as he goes along. When he gets into some teams that are a little bit more dominant hitting teams, he's going to have it. But I think he went into tonight's game knowing that this is a younger team, and talented, but a little bit younger, that he was going to be aggressive right from the beginning. What was he going to be aggressive with? He's going to be aggressive with throwing that fastball and then using his changeup. And I tell you what, that mental side of being able to say, I'm going to go out, I'm going to be aggressive, I'm going to challenge them right from the beginning, I'm going to make them beat me, is something that a lot of young pitchers get away from. They get out and they try to do too much as they go out in the game. They try to be too fancy. He doesn't. He's aggressive in the strike zone. He throws strikes with his fastball. He's got a changeup that he can command as well as his fastball, and he makes good use of it. And that's been a big part of his success so far.
I think Henderson has proven why he deserves to get at least one more start, because the Brewers are now in a stretch where you have Henderson go today. Tomorrow you'll have Chad Patrick. Thursday, reported by the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, that it'll be Carlos Rodriguez against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And you're thinking, like, whoa, what a stretch of rookies here. And then you realize, whoa, wait a minute, these guys were here for a while. And you've got Woodruff on the way back. You've got Savali on the way back. And quite frankly, I mean, Chad Patrick, today Major League Baseball's Twitter account put out a poll of like the top 5 NL Rookie of the Year candidates right now, the top 5. And Chad Patrick has more wins above replacement than 4 of the 5 guys they listed. And now Logan Henderson, he's getting strikeouts. He might be on this list pretty soon, too. The Brewers, this is the depth we were talking about, to see it develop at this point in May.
Yeah, what's so impressive is the focus that these young pitchers have got on the mound. It's really a credit to this Brewer organization and how they go about working with their pitchers. These guys all got to throw a lot in spring training, got a little bit what it was to pitch on a major league level, and then go back and work on it. And that's one thing that's been impressive. When we've talked about yesterday, we talked about Tobias yesterday, going back and finding out what he needs to work on to become a better pitcher. That's the way they develop pitchers. And, you take things like Patrick came up, and he's just been fantastic. Just like Henderson, these guys are coming up with the idea that if they do the things on the mental side, they have good sequences, and they stay focused and command the strike zone, don't get behind a lot of hitters, don't walk a lot of guys, they're going to be successful. That's exactly what these young kids have done, and it's really paid off for this Brewer ball club.
It's been great. We got to talk a little offense, though, too, because the Brewers had a little home run derby here tonight. 3 homers. Are they feeling okay? What the heck just happened as the Brewers get the win 5-2 over the Orioles? They take the series. Doug, I see you on the line. We'll get to you in a moment. 855-616-1620, 855-616-1620, right here on WTMJ.
While you rest on the weekends, we work for you. Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News with Libby Collins. The latest in news.
They produce less energy than a big nuclear power plant, so it's a little bit easier.
Entertainment.
This second season, there's such an excitement, and then also the curiosity of polygamy.
Oh.
And more.
If they did not have access to things like Badger Care, what would happen to these women and their children?
Every Sunday morning starting at 8 on WTMJ.
When I shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, every time I come in, it's like a whole new store. It's because new inventory is arriving daily, all kinds of everything. And let me tell you, thrift store prices make buying easy. And helping others at the same time, that's icing on the cake. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Steel walk behind, zero turn, and stand on mowers are built to get the job done. Shop online or at your local Steel dealer. Steel, let's go mow.
Get your rock solid guaranteed pre-approval to buy at accunet.com.
Start summer with Memorial Day Brewers action and Dollar Hot Dog Day. Keep the long weekend going as the crew battles the Red Sox for 3 games May 26th through the 28th. Get your seats now at Brewers.com.
Save on the best quality furniture and mattresses during the Memorial Day sale at Ken Michaels Furniture. With major discounts from our premier suppliers, you will save big bucks on top brands like Bradington Young, made in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Bradington Young is known for its fine quality leather upholstery. Fjords brings you modern Scandinavian designed recliners and sofas, ergonomically engineered for more hip and back support. Norwalk, with American roots that go back over 100 years, specializes in making furniture just for you. Choose the piece, style, fabric, or leather you want, and in just 35 days, we'll deliver your new sofa, chair, or sectional. In-stock or special orders are all sale priced. Need a little help putting it all together? At Ken Michaels Furniture, our design staff is ready to help you with your purchases. And it's free. Stop in today and save during our Memorial Day sale at Ken Michaels Furniture on Capitol Drive in Brookfield, Highway 100 in Greenfield, or our downtown Mattress Factory showroom.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Brewers win, and we have a happy postgame. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Jerry Augustine is here as well. A couple of texts that have rolled in here. Fantastic win tonight to take the series. Logan Henderson and Uribe were very impressive, and I'll be in Pittsburgh cheering on the crew this weekend. That text coming from Nick. Another Nick here as well. Logan Henderson is pitching as advertised, and I'm hoping he's here to stay. Also, shout out the offense who got all but one of their runs from the long ball. Let's get to the phones as well. Doug in Baraboo. Doug, you're live on Brewers Extra Innings.
Hey, good evening, guys. We were at the game tonight. What a fun night. Say, I thought it was a light, kind of a light moment. It was either second or third inning when there was that high pop-up on the infield. And Henderson was calling off everybody to catch this pop up, and then finally, I believe it was Terang that came in and says, "Kind of get out of the way. We got it." And I just wanted to know if with Augie, if isn't it still the rule of thumb when there's a pop up on the infield, the pitcher should pretty much get out of the way?
Definitely, you don't stay around. Your job is to look at somebody, call somebody's name maybe, and just get out of the way. Let them do their job. No question, Doug.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was a fun moment. Yeah, that was a fun moment. Do you have anything else, Doug?
Well, no, Terang was. I think it was Terang that finally got it. And he was chuckling after he caught it, and when he went back to his position. It was a fun night.
That was great. It was a very fun night. Yeah, I mean, and Logan made kind of an athletic move at it as well, but you're right. Terang was like, "No, man, I got this. Get out of here." So that's what these position players, they don't know what you guys go through, pitchers, right, Augie? They just don't care. Just get out of the way. Let me catch the ball.
We're talented. We're really talented. It'd been fun if you would have caught it. I think the infielders probably would have taken some abuse if they allowed Henderson to catch that ball. That's why Terang got him up there. He can't let him catch the ball. There'd be some things going on in that clubhouse after the game. Probably pretty amusing, too.
Yeah, well, I noticed you said they're talented. You didn't say that pitchers are athletes. I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's move on to the offense tonight, though, for the crew. Let's start with Bryce. I mean, Bryce has had a couple of close calls with the long ball, and it was kind of shocking to me to see that he hasn't hit a home run since the Colorado series, right? Like, that's the very beginning of the season. And he had the sickness, and he had a little cold stretch there, too, to see him barrel a ball 108 to the other direction. I mean, whoo. He had 2 hits today, including an infield hit going 2 for 5. I love having that mixture of speed and power at the top of the order. And Bryce continues to be somebody that continues to improve. I'm really excited to see another full season out of Turang if this, grown man strength, as he's calling it, is going to stick around.
Well, I think, this goes way from the beginning of the season. You and I had that conversation a couple times saying, what are they going to do? Are they going to lead off Turang? Is he going to be that guy that they want in that leadoff spot? And they have. And I think we've talked about a number of times that he's going to be up there. He does so many things. He gets on base. He runs the bases well. He'll bunt. He'll do whatever he has to do to get on base, help the ball club. He's really showing that. And he's that guy in the top of the order that doesn't make any difference whether you're left-handed or right-handed. He's been swinging the bat very well. So I think he's a guy to stay. But, tonight's been kind of interesting, Tom. It's something you can maybe look at as this coming week goes along. What is Murph trying to do? He's trying to get this batting order going. We talked about hitters, runners in scoring position, all these things. Look at what he's done. He's 1, 3, 5, and 7 are probably your best guys, your best 4 guys right now that are probably swinging the bat the best. And that's Turang and Contreras, Hoskins, and Frelick. And what he's been doing is putting those guys in the lineup, maybe bunching the other guys with Yelich and Chiriot and those guys in there. Hopefully they can get something started. So it's kind of interesting. He's done it last night. He had a Turang and Chiriot. Last night, Turang and Contreras, and Chiriot third. But he went back, and now he stretched it out a little bit. Hopefully he can get something started. It's interesting what Murphy's trying to do to get this offensive started.
Yeah, I'm glad he brought that up because I was going to try to get to that later on, but you're right. The fact that, Frelick hitting 7, a few folks really liked that on the text line the first time it was happening, and I was thinking to myself, man, I want to get a few more at-bats out of Sal, though, right? Why have him so low? But then you realize, if you have Sal hitting 6th or 5th, and maybe you have Reese there in 5 or 6, and whatever it may be, then all of a sudden you have these difficulties that the Brewers have had. Right now, the Brewers 7-8-9. That's even including a good night tonight from Sal. Their 7-8-9 is the worst in baseball as a collective unit, and maybe stretching things out. We see Joey Ortiz hit a ball hard and get an infield hit, and then force the error. We see him draw a walk today. Durbin has been hitting the ball hard a couple of times, and he's now has the opportunity to drop down a bunt here or there. He had a sacrifice bunt today, too. So I'm with you there, Augie. I agree. Maybe stretching out this lineup a little bit better like this because that can give an opportunity to ease the pressure on Chiriot and Contreras and Yelich. And we're going to talk about Yelich in the next segment, I promise. But, having this stretched out. You don't want to put these guys, those top 4 guys 1 through 4, because then you may have a problem 5 through 9. So I'm with you there, Augie, being able to stretch things out. I want to talk real quick about Sal Frelick. Sal Frelick's season has very quietly been great. A 282 batting average at this point. We don't only care about batting average. A 360 on base, a 770 slugging at this point in the year, too. Or, 770 OPS, on base plus slugging. I don't care about the slugging percentage with Sal, but yet Sal's got a slug that's over 400. If you told me at the start of the year that Sal would be hitting, over 275 and a slugging right around 400, I'm like, how? And the fact that Sal is currently 4th on the team, or actually really 2nd on the team in qualified hitters in OPS, only behind Reese Hoskins, this is the guy the Brewers are hoping for. Almost as many walks as strikeouts. He rarely swings and misses. He plays quality defense in right field. Sal Frelick, we talk about Bryce Turang's quantum leap. Sal's having the summer of Sal coming all over him right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. He come in spring training. They walked in the spring training and said, "Oh my gosh, you put on 15 pounds of muscle or how much ever it was." That it was good what he wanted so he could drive the ball a little bit more. But I don't think it really has. I think what it does, it gives him that ability to drive the ball more. But it helps him be a little quicker at the plate. And he's still the Sal Frelick that you take the ball, you throw the ball away. He's going to give you a good at-bat. He's going to hit the ball the opposite way. You make a mistake on the inside part of the play like he did tonight, he can drive the ball out of the ballpark. He almost hit the first at-bat out. So he's the type of guy that he's looking to get better, to have better plate coverage, but yet be quicker at the plate. And I agree with you. I think if there's a surprise in this lineup of who we thought was going to improve or get a little bit stronger, get a little bit more productive with the bat, I think Sal Frelick is one of those guys.
Yeah, Frelick's been great so far. 855-616-1620 is the phone number, 855-616-1620. One more segment with Augie after this on 620 WTMJ.
Hey, John Mercure here for Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. Their mission is to transform the culture of care, and they do it every day with compassion and with empathy. They've got locations throughout southeast Wisconsin. I've been to the locations. I love how they treat the people who live there. They specialize in caring for those with early to late-stage Alzheimer's or other related dementia symptoms. They offer early memory loss classes. Wisconsin-based and family-owned. Kindness at the core. It's Azura Living. Check them out at azuraliving.com. It's Azura.
With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to the healthcare and not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank. National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
You'll find that the licensed and certified electricians from Quality are top-notch. We've been around for over 60 years, so expect nothing but the best. And here's the kicker. With over 60 vehicles out there on the roads, you're not going to have to wait very long at all for the electrical service you need now. This is Anthony Zanevsky. For all your residential electrical needs, call Quality.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. At Quality, we offer the most respected brand names in heating and air conditioning. Armstrong and Carrier. It doesn't get any better. And our technicians are top-notch. I know, because I handpicked every one of them. They're vetted and thoroughly trained. Hey, they're the cream of the crop. And that's why our quality workmanship guarantee is the strongest in the business.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
All right, before we talk about some of the Debbie Downer stuff, let's talk about real quick an unsung hero from this one. Brewers win 5-2 over the Orioles. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Jerry Augustine here as well. Abner Uribe going on 3 straight days. The Brewers bullpen has been tested the last few days. Starters haven't been going very deep. But Abner coming in and striking out the side against 3 guys that, Mullins has a great track record. He had the big hit yesterday, but striking him out looking, getting back-to-back sliders to Kjerstad and Arias. I mean, the slider has become a legitimate strikeout pitch on top of throwing triple digits for Uribe. It's a good problem to have if you have multiple candidates for your closer role, but for Uribe to come in and slam the door with no problems asked in the 9th inning, what more could you ask for?
Well, I tell you what, you talk about your secondary pitches, and to him, the slider is his secondary pitch. He's throwing it at a 90 to 95% strike percentage. That's amazing what he's been able to do. But it was really impressive tonight coming in to get this save. Not only did he have the great command of that slider and used it effectively, he had that good fastball located at past 100 on the outside corner for a strikeout, throwing the ball. He is just in a zone right now where he's throwing the ball very well, nice and relaxed. And I'll tell you what, you talk about a guy that can make a difference in a ball club, being able to come in the game, being able to command that secondary pitch for a strike anytime he wants and has that 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Very effective. If there's been a unsung hero in that bullpen so far this year, you'd have to say it's Abner Uribe.
He's been incredible so far this year. Also, shout out to Tyler Alexander. His pitch count was getting high. He's been used a lot as of late. Got a couple key strikeouts in the 6th. Got the double play that he needed there in the 7th in his last batter with Kjerstad. And obviously, his run ultimately scored. But Tyler Alexander continues to do that not sexy, the role that Bryce Wilson has filled, the role that Colin Ray has filled of someone's got to get us between the middle and the end, and he's the bridge. And I just really want to salute him for what he's done in his role this season.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Dom, when you talk about a guy going out there like he has. He just says, and what do you say? Just give me the ball. I'll take it anytime I want, whenever you want. I'll go out and pitch. And he's really been the guy that, you need that type of guy in the bullpen that always comes up with that attitude that say, hey, if you need me, I'm here to help you out. And he's gone, and he's pitched a lot so far, and he's done a great job and come in the game. And I like you, I salute him. I think he's been doing a great job. And you add everything that this bullpen has done there, throwing the ball very well. But tonight I really like another play that I thought was the Collins play in the was it the fourth inning or the fifth inning?
The fifth inning, to end the fifth, yeah.
Field. That was a huge play in this ball game. You know, you take the things that these guys in the bullpen are doing, stepping up and doing a great job. You got the great defense. And I even like Rice Hoskins in the fourth inning, hitting that blooper. Some guys would have jogged and maybe ended up at first. What does he do? He busts it, and he ends up on second base because of a misplay in the outfield. So you get the things that this ball club is doing, the little things that they're doing, very positive. And it takes 26 guys or 25 guys all to do that good job, and they're all stepping in and doing it.
Yep, fantastic stuff. Now, we got to talk about, there is an elephant, unfortunately, getting a little bit bigger in this room. And the elephant is Christian Yelich and Jackson Chourio. Now, Yeli's a little bit more pressing than Chourio because we saw Chourio get off to a great start. Now he has cooled down. But Yelich on the season, it's a 190 batting average. Yes, he's tied for the team lead in homers with 7. But he leads the team with 55 strikeouts. That was not expected on the bingo card. His OPS is only .616. I looked at the metrics. I'm trying to look under the hood. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. He's still hitting balls 110 miles an hour off the bat. His bat speed is still 77 miles an hour. Like, these are elite numbers. He's having trouble elevating the baseball right now. I'm personally in the camp of, hey, you got a noon game tomorrow. Jackson, Yeli, take a seat. Take a breather. It's going to be okay in the middle of this 13-in-a-row stretch. But is there anything you're seeing from Yeli right now of a solution to try to get him back on track?
You know, the year that he hurt when he had the injury to his knee, when he pulled the ball off his knee and went on, it really made it seem like since that he's had a little bit of a trouble at times really getting to sometimes those pitches on the inner half of the plate. And when you could show and demonstrate that you'll go in there with him hard and then go hard away, he has a little bit of a trouble. It looked like last year he was making some really great adjustments before his back injury, and he started swinging the bat pretty good. It looked in spring training that he was taking the ball the opposite way really well. I just think that, boy, I tell you, they're making some tough pitches on the inside part of the plate, and I think he's getting real conscious of that. He's not able to handle those pitches or just lay off those pitches. It's going to be interesting if he can make that adjustment, stay off those pitches, hit the ball out of the way and hit the ball the opposite way a little bit. I think he'll come around. But it just seems like they're making really good pitches on the inside part of the plate on him right now, Dom, and it's having a big effect on him.
I think Christian Yelich, his baseball card is too long, and he is too talented, and it is still May, but I know he is feeling it just because, I had a brief conversation with Connor Dawson the other day just about, the offense overall and the guys in the middle and what's going on, and there's nobody in there that's trying to think like, man, this is okay, this is fine. We're gonna there is some urgency there, and I want to make that understood on the other side. It's not like, oh well, I went 0 for 4 again today, no big deal. I promise you, there is urgency from all parties involved because this team's better with Christian Yelich. I mean, they have an opportunity tomorrow. Let's say both Chourio and Yelich have the day off tomorrow, Augie. And they have an opportunity to sweep a team they're better than. I know the Orioles are scuffling right now, but do what they're supposed to against a team they're better than. And have a chance to get back to 500 as bad as everything has gone. Imagine when Yeli gets going. Imagine when Chourio gets back on track. Imagine when you get a little bit healthier in the outfield with Perkins and or Mitchell returning. And then you start thinking about all these arms. And it's like, they're not that far off. I know Murph said it and people couldn't believe it. I still believe it. I'll stick my neck out there. This team's not that far off. It really isn't. And it all starts with 22 in the middle.
Yeah, it sure does. And I tell you, there's special players that you have on your team and special players that get respect. I know you look at a Rice Hoskins, what he does for his ball club and the way he speaks, and he does get that respect. But Christian is right there. He's that one guy. He's that stable, that one guy on this ball club that everybody looks to, and he does get the respect. And I'm sure he's feeling it right now, trying to find it, trying to feel a good comfort zone. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to come around. He's going to find it. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a little bit of patience, but I tell you, there's no one that's going to work as hard to get back and to get back in a good position to help this ball club than Christian Yelich.
I agree entirely. All right, Jerry Augustine, appreciate you as always. We'll talk to you again next week as the Brewers get ready to hit the road and then come right back for the Red Sox.
That's going to be fun to watch. Anytime you get to play the American League teams are a lot of fun. The Red Sox are a good team, but hey, it all starts tomorrow. Go for the sweep tomorrow. Get back to 500. So important.
Going for the sweep. Should be a fun one tomorrow. Former Brewers pitcher Jerry Augustine here on WTMJ. This Memorial Day, Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical is honoring veterans with 5% off year-round. It's not just a holiday deal. It's every day. It's Cider's way of saying thank you. You can book now at Cider, SEIDER.com. Take a break. We'll hear from Logan Henderson coming up next on 620 WTMJ.
Okay, adventurers, listen up. Fox World Travel just dropped some seriously incredible Fox Group vacation destinations for 2026. Set sail on a yacht through the Croatian coastline, join a thrilling African safari, or immerse yourself in the mecca of all flower shows in London. And for the first time, we're introducing a woman's-only tour, partnering with Insight Vacations, Globus, and African Travel. But these are just a few of the exclusive offerings. But don't wait. They're filling up fast. Call 866-GO-FOX-GO to reserve your spot today.
Trust in your family's comfort at home with Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. They're the oldest family-owned HVAC company in southeast Wisconsin. 4 generations of Ciders, and their highly trained technicians provide a one-stop shop for all home and business comfort needs, including an emergency service line that's always live and a 12-year parts and labor warranty on all Daikin products. Get peace of mind by scheduling maintenance today with Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. That's SEIDER, Cider.com.
You've probably been hearing a lot of buzz about tariffs.
I haven't.
Really?
What's a tariff? It's a tax on imported goods.
It makes these imported goods more expensive.
Oh, that explains why I've never heard of tariffs.
Why?
Because 92.3% of the furniture at Penny Mustard is made in the USA.
True.
In fact, most of it is built by local craftsmen and women right here in the Midwest.
And locally sourced furniture will never have a tariff on it.
So when you invest in new furniture at Penny Mustard, you won't be paying extra taxes and shipping costs.
Besides, tariffs or no tariffs, our American-made Penny Mustard Strong furniture will last generations longer than IFE-made furniture shipped in from overseas.
You get so much more for your money when you buy American.
Tell me more about these tariffs.
Can we talk about this later? I'm so tired of hearing about them.
Oh, so I guess you can say that all this talk about tariffs is taxing.
I see what you did there.
PennyMustard.com.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Brewers get the victory. 5-2. A couple of texts that have rolled in. 855-616-1620. 855-616-1620. This one from the 262. Am I crazy? Maybe. Or is Ramon Urias the perfect fit for this team? Can have him just cross over to the other dugout after the game. He's a good fit. I mean, the defense obviously shines. You know, a guy that just went yard again, I think, tonight, that came up during the offseason and I was kind of skeptical on and now has returned from injury and has been playing very well. Yoan Moncada. Yoan Moncada has really turned it on as of late. They're playing the A's tonight in Sacramento. He got his 4th homer of the year, a 3-run shot. Moncada, now the batting average is low because he's off to a colder start. I believe he had an oblique coming out of spring training. I could be wrong on that. Or coming in that first week, he got injured, had to miss a month, and he just came back. But here in the month of May, he has got 7 extra base hits. He's slugging .574. That's in only 47 plate appearances. He's been kind of in and out of the lineup. He didn't even return until May 6th. He will strike out here and there, but he's got pop, plays serviceable third base. If you're going to make a move over there, I would start with Moncada, mostly because he's on an expiring deal. He's only owed $5 million for this year. Then he's a free agent to be. Urias would have another year. He's got one more year of arbitration. He's being paid $3.1 this year, and then he'd have to make up something to do next year, perhaps, if you want to figure out Durbin or whatever you end up doing. So Brock Wilkins. So maybe if they want to look elsewhere for that. Let's talk to the winning pitcher today, shall we? As Josh Mauer caught up with tonight's winner and Brewers history maker Logan Henderson after today's 5-2 win over the Orioles.
Logan, man, hey, congratulations on another great outing. I know it's not as easy as you're making it look, but it has to feel good to be able to contribute the way you've been able to.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on, guys. But it's been really cool. I'm glad I could go out there and give the boys a chance to win today. And they got some runs on the board early, and I just tried to do my job.
Hey, Logan, we spoke with you in the pregame show, and you talked about the appreciative nature that you have right now. You're so thankful to have this opportunity. The ability to take that opportunity and run with it is another thing. What do you think it is that's made these 3 starts that you've had so successful thus far?
I'm just trying to take advantage of every opportunity I get up here. I was talking with Josh yesterday, and I know that no day up here is guaranteed. So, like I said, I'm super grateful to be here, and I know every 6th day or 5th day when I toe the rubber, my job is to give the boys a chance to win, and that's about it.
Logan, you were fastball change-up that first time through. Looked like the second time through started to work that cutter in a little bit more. How has it been for you as you get deeper into games to start incorporating some other wrinkles and try to stay a step ahead of these hitters?
Absolutely. I think, like you said, the first time through the order was fastball change-up predominantly, and William did a good job of throwing that cutter in there a handful of times and was able to backdoor it to a lefty a handful of times. And like you said, it's a good wrinkle in the arsenal, and I'm happy with the progress and really happy with the way I was throwing it today. So just going to continue to keep working on it.
Logan, I want to take you to the very last pitch of your outing. You're facing Jackson Holliday. The tying run's in the batter's box. You're about to throw your 90th pitch, and you get out of it to keep the shutout through 5 innings. Take me through how you remember that at bat against Holliday, who's such a tough out, and then how it felt when you got that last out.
It's funny you ask that because I really don't remember the at-bat much. But at the time, I remember going into it like, all right, I got to empty the tank here. This could be it. And did I get him to fly out?
Yep, that's exactly it.
Yeah, got him to fly out to left. So, no, that was a huge out right there. And anytime you got runners on, you're trying to strain them. So that was a big out. Great play by Isaac. And, it was a good team win.
Last one for you, Logan. You are the first pitcher in the history of the Milwaukee Brewers to win in your first 3 appearances, which sounds incredible, but that's the case. What goes through your mind when you hear that? You've done something that no Brewer has ever done.
Yeah, it's hard to wrap my head around, to be quite honest. There's been so many great arms in this team's history, and it's hard to believe, really. Like I said, I'm just super thankful, to be able to get the rock up here, and I'll have to sit on that one for a long time.
And that is understandable, Logan, and just enjoy this, soak it in, and get ready for another start 5 days from now, because that's the other beauty of this game is you're going to be right back out there again soon. Congratulations on a great outing and a great start to your big league career, and here's to many more.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on.
You
Go
bet.
Brewers.
All right, great to hear. Also, Lane Grindle there with Josh Maurer and Logan Henderson, tonight's winning pitcher. So we heard from Logan. Let's hear from Murph. That's coming up next on 620 WTMJ.
$1 doesn't buy much unless you're spending it at Griffin. For just $1 over cost, you can buy brand new tires from us. This is Jim Griffin. Any major brand, $1 over our cost with free tire repair and lifetime rotation. We'll even show you the invoice to prove it. Our only requirements, we put them on for you. Buy one or the whole set. The dollar deal from Griffin. Milwaukee, Waukesha, Fort Atkinson, and Jefferson. Griffin. The buck stops here. The deals on tires don't. That's Griffin.
Not combinable with other tire offers.
When you breathe well, you live better. Find out more at adventknows.com.
This change has leveled us up while being able to maintain the same quality of service that we've always provided, with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission. We're proud to be part of the Century 21 family, so you can move fearlessly with the added confidence of top-of-the-line marketing for maximum home exposure. And that means more eyeballs and the real potential for the highest price for your home. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. With the ability to market luxury homes on a higher scale than ever before, Century 21 Benefit Realty has taken a huge step forward to tap into a global network of buyers. Maximum exposure to spotlight your unique home with our fine homes and estates marketing so you can sell it for the highest price. And with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission, you win. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
The Beach Boys, the Sounds of Summer Tour. Friday, May 23rd at the Riverside Theater. The music, the memories, the Beach Beach Boys. Riding an endless summer wave. Get tickets now at PabstTheaterGroup.com. Don't miss the Beach Boys, the Sounds of Summer Tour, live.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
1-2. Hit the other way down the left field line. Long run for Collins. Chasing, goes into a slide, and he made the catch, and the inning is over.
It was a huge play at the time. It allowed Logan Henderson to get through 5 frames, and it's our Surfside play of the game. Brought to you by Surfside, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside iced tea and vodka and Surfside lemonade and vodka. Paired perfectly with the day at the ballpark in Stockton American Family Field. All season long. Brewers win 5-2 over the Orioles. They'll go for the sweep tomorrow at 12:10. Here's the manager, Pat Murphy, with a happy reflection on today's win.
After a performance like tonight, is he forcing that discussion?
No question. No question about it. I mean, this kid he's been great every time out. Not just good, great every time out. I think it seemed like he lost a little steam there at about the 75 pitch mark, but pitching coaches were on it and understood it. Really, the bullpen was depleted tonight, so for Koenig and Uribe to come back 3 days in a row this early in the season is pretty special out of both of them. But give credit to Alexander and Piamps for filling in and leverage roles when that's not normally their thing. But yeah, it was great. But we had some other opportunities to score, but we kind of kept after it. They seem like they're gaining a little bit in confidence, and that was the 3 homers like we talk about, Terang and Hoskins and Sal. I mean, some really good performances. Sal on base 3 times, and it was good performance.
Murph, do you think that Henderson at bat for the opposing hitter can be sort of a frustrating one? I know you talked in the past about like the low velo guy that it plays up.
Yeah.
And it's 2 pitches. You know what you're getting for the.
He threw some cutters.
Yeah, some swing and miss on the cutter too. But like we saw a lot of fastballs down the middle tonight that they just couldn't touch.
Yeah. Front to back, you know what I mean? It's that front to back work where hitters have trouble timing up things, and his fastball's usually well located. I don't know. You said there's a couple down the middle there. We'll have to.
They're missing them.
Yeah. Well, I think the changeup's that good that he's doing that, and he's done it against a bunch of lefties too. I mean, a big left-handed lineup. So impressive, really impressive.
Murph, not that you're going to do this every time, 3 homers, but how does that change things if that could be reintroduced a little bit to this?
Well, I mean, when you have guys like Sal and Bryce hitting them, that tells you something. You expect Reese a little bit, but then you'll get Yelich and Contreras going too, and Churio. So that's the kind of, thing where you want to be able to beat people in different ways. So it was huge.
Murph, how about Abner? 3 straight days, goes through with 3 strikeouts there the ninth inning. What are you seeing from him that's making you?
Yeah, he's willing, man. He's got tremendous desire, and he wants the biggest of the situations. He had leverage all weekend. I mean, these 3 games, the last 3 games, it's leverage, and he wants it, and that's a big battle. He's throwing strikes. He gives you confidence because you know how bad he wants to be out there with it. So it's kind of cool.
Murph, going to Piamps there to try to close out that 7th inning, you had the righty up, but then it turns back over to some lefties at the top. Just what kind of went into that decision to go Piamps there instead of maybe ride with Tyler for a little longer?
Yeah, Tyler he's thrown more pitches than we'd like here lately, but I just felt like this is a one-chance deal with Urias, and it looked like it was going well. That at-bat was going to go well, and we're just going to take a chance and go with it. And I told him, look, if I told Contreras, if we get to Holiday, he's swinging first pitch. You know what I mean? So whatever that means, you know what I mean? But, I felt like we could have the fresh arm right there and get Urias get him with Payam. So I thought that was a better matchup than what we had. So because I knew Todd was at the end of his tank. You know.
Everything check out with Jackson?
He's got a headache. You know, we're going to obviously check him out. He says he feels fine.
Or if the walk for him, then the base hit. It's like little things. Is that?
Yeah, that's what you got. That's what you got to say. You know, there's little things here. They didn't really leave the zone tonight too much. First at bat, maybe I didn't see those pitches, but it seemed like they were out of the zone. But other than that, he had 4 at bats where he really didn't leave the zone. I don't think. Yeah, some things you look back at, obviously, in every game, and you wish we could, you know. But with our bullpen depleted the way it was tricky how we go here. And you got to rely on your people. If you got 8 bullpen guys, you, in my opinion, you have to rely on them all. They have to be, you know, you can't just go to the same guys every night and wear them out. We're on the verge of that now.
Yeah, I mean, had a few guys go for a 3rd consecutive night in Abner Uribe and Jared Koenig, so they'll be down for a couple of days, I imagine. Brewers get the victory today, 5-2, and we'll wrap up the program after this on 620 WTMJ.
Baseball is back. Brian Balaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards, they're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel, it's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
Save on the best quality furniture and mattresses during the Memorial Day sale at Ken Michaels Furniture. With major discounts from our premier suppliers, you will save big bucks on top brands like Bradington Young, made in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Bradington Young is known for its fine quality leather upholstery. Fjords brings you modern Scandinavian designed recliners and sofas, ergonomically engineered for more hip and back support. Norwalk, with American roots that go back over 100 years, specializes in making furniture just for you. Choose the piece, style, fabric, or leather you want, and in just 35 days, we'll deliver your new sofa, chair, or sectional. In stock or special orders are all sale priced. Need a little help putting it all together? At Ken Michaels Furniture, our design staff is ready to help you with your purchases, and it's free. Stop in today and save during our Memorial Day sale at Ken Michaels Furniture on Capitol Drive in Brookfield, Highway 100 in Greenfield, or our downtown Mattress Factory showroom.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
All right, let's say goodnight. Quick programming notes. Quick turnaround. Noon game tomorrow, 12:10 first pitch. We're on the air at 11:35. No Brewers warm-up. Just straight into the on-deck show. No post-game show, but we do have Brewers Weekly tomorrow night, Wednesday night, instead of Thursday night, because we've got Pirates and Brewers scheduled. I know there's rain in the forecast. It's Pittsburgh. There's always rain in the forecast in Pittsburgh. But because we're scheduled to play on Thursday, no Brewers Weekly on Thursday, so we're going to move it to Wednesday for this week. This happens from time to time. So we'll be with you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for a de facto post-game show and a Brewers Weekly call. Recorded an interview today with roving pitching instructor, special assistant to the GM, great guy extraordinaire, Carlos Villanueva. Great insight about what makes the pitching development machine tick. So really looking forward to airing that tomorrow night. Again, 8 o'clock right here on WTMJ Air Live. Or if you're still listening, remember, you can catch these in podcast form too. That is Brewers All Access, wherever you get your podcasts. Then this week, the Brewers will head to Pittsburgh. Quick 4 games there, and then you come right back home. First pitch scheduled for both Thursday and Friday night at 5:40 Central Time. We'll have post games after both of those. Saturday, we're at 3:05 Central Time. We'll have coverage beginning at 2 with Brewers warm-up with yours truly. And then on Sunday, 12:35 Central, coverage beginning at noon. And we'll have post-game shows after every single one of those Pittsburgh Pirates games. And we'll have a post-game on Memorial Day when they come back home for the Boston Red Sox. A post-game show on the Tuesday night against the Red Sox. And finally, next Wednesday, there will not be a show. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow night for Brewers Weekly. Our producer has been Matt Yazel. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Until next time, keep on swinging.
Start summer with Memorial Day Brewers action and Dollar Hot Dog Day.